a lot of people say that they struggle with distractions, they struggle with interruptions, they struggle with their day just going the way that they didn't plan for it to go. Hey, and so let's talk about your procrastination and your distractions. I love it when people tell me, oh, I'm so distracted all the time. I had a client the other day say to me, I'm so distracted. I just don't know how to finish anything that I start. And I find that sad because I know what it feels like to not be able to finish the things. And I know that sometimes the repercussions can be quite dire, you know. So I always try to bring it back to the rhythm. And one of my favorite things is getting to the nitty-gritties of whatever the situation. So I love doing that. Hello, I am Coach Dharma, and today I want to talk about my favorite thing to do: communication and getting to the root cause of whatever that a person goes through. I had a lot of people that come to me and say that they struggle with distractions, they struggle with just interruptions, they struggle with their day just going the way that they didn't plan for it to go. They feel like they are on a firefighting mode. I've been in that situation. I used to work in the laboratory. I was a laboratory manager for one of the biggest petroleum companies, and in that environment it is important that things get done, we finish on time, so that whatever product needs to leave the firm can actually leave, and it leaves with all the necessary documentation and whatnot. Now, if you are in a big laboratory with, I don't know, I had 32 people at one point reporting to me, and 32 people, some of them are working shifts and we don't get to see them. So it felt like every single day I had to be in a firefighting mode. We used to call it firefighting. You know, you come in, you are not, I mean, a lab that works the whole 24 hours, you know. So I don't work 24 hours at that time. So I come in the morning, I work I was at 7:30 to whatever time, right? If you're lucky to leave on time, right? So, but when you get back there, there's so much that you are not directly responsible for, but you still need to be accountable for. I found myself in this firefighting mode. You get to the lab, things have not been done. There were mistakes during the night. You were not there, but you are the manager, so you need to make sure that everything gets done. The things that were incorrect are now corrected. Now you're speaking to the right people. So this taught me how to do all of this, right? And this is why my customer service is so, people say it's so on point, and I agree, right? So you need to then be fighting all these fires, and it's small fires, right? You find yourself now not even getting to the big things when they're supposed to be dealt with. So you leave the things that are important but maybe not so urgent, because everything is urgent. And it's urgent because, yes, there are people waiting for it, you know. So we also need to come to the definitions of what we're looking at. And I know that in time management spaces, we talk about things that are urgent and things that are important and things that are not yours to actually be urgent, because some people make their problems your problem, but that's a story for another day. Today, we're going to talk about how you can get out of firefighting mode, right? So you get out of firefighting mode by ensuring that you know what is happening with your day. Someone will say, oh, but It's a fire. I don't plan the fires, and I know you don't plan the fires. However, you still need to find a way of dealing with them, because if you do not, trust me, you will never get anything done. You will now have things falling off the radar. You will have things that are falling off the table, where you now never get to anything important, right? So you don't get to anything that is important to you, to your goals, to sometimes even the thing that you are supposed to be doing, because you are just every single day trying to put out fires. And you know why that is so attractive? It makes you feel like you've done something. I mean, you're busy, you're running around, you're going to this meeting, you talking to this person, you are busy. And that feels like you are doing something valuable. And I found myself that I would be satisfied by that mode when I felt overwhelmed, when everything else felt like I didn't know how to get to it. And the overwhelm sometimes came when I had to do things that are kind of hard, or I don't like, or have a high repercussion rate, so then it's like, ooh, it's better to just default to what I know. And because I came up the ranks of firefighting and being the one who was now on the ground doing these things, that was my natural default space. I could easily do it. So the management job was like, I don't know where to start. So maybe it's better to just go there and do the analysis myself. And now that I'm no longer in the lab, haven't been in the lab for what, 9 years now? Goodness, haven't been in corporate for 9 years, and that means that I had to take all of those things and bring them to my current life. As a business person, I have always been having people that needed to report to me, so to teach them how to not be in this firefighting mode. I hope this helps, that you can see and identify that you are now in firefighting mode and how to get out of that firefighting mode. And everyone's firefighting mode will be different. I've dealt with people who work in hospitals. Their fires are different from somebody who's in the lab, somebody who is now working for themselves, somebody who is a teacher. All of those people have different firefighting situations and scenarios, and because they are all different people as well, they will need different ways of then handling that. So what you can do for yourself is to make sure that you know what your fires are, you know how to handle them, and then you also know the things that you are avoiding. And I use the word avoid very, very loosely in this case. The things that you are avoiding by focusing on the fires. I'm not saying don't firefight, but we need to get to a place where the fires get reduced. Because if it is now something that we do every day, we now have to be firefighting every day, then something somewhere in this chain of the way we do things needs to be addressed. Wouldn't you say? I hope that it is helpful to you. I hope that you can identify what those fires are. I hope that you are able to then see where your bucket is, where you can actually douse these fires, so that you can focus on the other things that also need your attention. So if this is helpful to you, please share it with other people. Come back to this whenever you're feeling like, I cannot do this anymore. I need to find ways of coping better. All right, so that's it from me for today. I will see you in another video where we talk about these time management things, procrastination, and healing somewhere along the lines. So you are more than welcome to share this and leave your comments for me. Let me see if there's anything I can help, if you have any questions, and see you in another one. Bye bye for now.